Guys, welcome to another Fish Head Live. We're out here at Lake Miccosukee doing some crappie fishing. Weather's been really weird lately. Tons of rain the last couple days. We got like 7.5 inches of rain over the last 2 days. So I'm not sure how the fishing's gonna be, but we're gonna give it a shot. See what happens. I've got one rod with a little Bobby Garland minnow on there that I'm going to be throwing. And then I got another rod right over here that I'm going to be trolling with. We'll just kind of slow move around the lake. What's up, Cleveland? We're just trolling around, trying to catch some crappie. I'm going to get the rods out real quick. I got the old pen. I'm going to use that one just to troll around with the old little minnow jig here. Nothing too fancy. All right, we got that one out. Hey, Wendy, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Stuart, what's up, dude? Trying a little crappie fishing today. The weather has been crazy, but we finally got a little break. So I'm gonna see if I can't catch a crappie here. Hopefully it won't rain for like 2 or 3 hours. Just give me like 2 hours and I'll be happy. We are the only boat at the lake today. I pulled up to the boat ramp and there was no other trucks out here, which is amazing. Never seen that before actually here. I've been like one of 2 or 3, but never none. So maybe that could be a good thing for us. Or maybe everybody knows something I don't know. It's kind of ominous looking. These little 1/8 ounce jig heads are hard to cast, even though I got 6-pound line on here. Takes a little extra oomph to get it out there. But we have caught lots of crappie at this lake before. I know they're out here. Just all depends on the temperature, the weather, which has been weird. It's not even cold today. Sometimes you can just troll around for like an hour, not catch anything. And then all of a sudden you just get into them real quick. Hoping that's not the case here. I hope we get one soon. Weather's all kind of cloudy and overcast. To me, feels like the perfect weather for fishing. I'm also kind of in a spot where I don't usually fish for crappie, so we're going to end up making our way over that way after a few minutes, because I know they're over there, right over there, all along this back edge here basically. Lots of crappie. The rod that I'm dragging just tapped a couple times. Could have just been hitting something on the bottom or weeds. The lake is looking a little less weedy now that the weather's cooling off. In the summertime it gets crazy. I might catch a bass, Stuart. I brought my bass rods just in case. If I see something that I can't refuse to throw at, I'll throw the bass rod. I've got it rigged up with a jerk bait and a square bill crankbait just in case. I've actually not had a ton of luck at this lake bass fishing. This is Lake Miccosukee. I've heard good stories about the bass here, but I've never really got into any big ones. So I usually don't come here specifically targeting bass. Oh, there's some tapping going on. Let's see what we got going on here on this rod. Hey Stuart, check out this old Penn reel. It's like a 70-year-old Penn. I cleaned it all up, lubed it. It's working perfect. It's the kind where the spool doesn't go up and down. I'm keeping this one. The spool doesn't go up and down. The actual bail goes up and down around the spool, which is pretty cool. Well, I guess they're not hitting it. My wife's grandfather, Becca's grandfather, actually gave us this reel. It's like a family heirloom. You can't flip the bail by hand either. You gotta reel it or it won't flip over. All right, we're gonna let that one drag some more. Go back to throwing this one. I forgot the jigs that I tied at the house, so we're using these little soft plastic jigs. They're pretty good. Had a lot of luck with them before. I did tie a couple of really rough looking jigs at the house with the buck hair, and I put some silver tinsel in the tails. Yeah, no worries, man. We'll see. I might be there. Got to see how this goes for a little bit. Is that 7 p.m. your time? That's like 2 p.m. here. Oh, 1 more hour? I was an hour off. Should be drifting through a pretty good spot here. The other reel that I'm using besides this old Penn is a Proficiency. This is actually Becca's setup, but it's nice and light, so I use it for crappie too. All my bass stuff just feels a little bit too heavy for crappie fishing. Like 20 and 30 pound braid. I think I have 12-pound mono on my spinning reel. It's just hard to cast a little 1/8 ounce or 1/16 ounce jig with that. What's up, Dylan? I have caught nothing yet, but I just started a few minutes ago. Are you with Lucas? Lucas. We're at Lake Miccosukee. Hey, Lucas. You guys having fun? Trying to catch a crappie. I'm about to run that area of the lake over here, Dylan, that we usually go to. I'm going to go down the right side and then come back up the left side. Slow trolling it and casting. Hopefully we get a bite. I don't know how it's going to be after all that rain. The water level's way up. Eating lunch? Nice. Yeah, share them out, Stuart. That's my son Dylan's new channel. It's actually not a new channel. We started that channel years ago, like 5 years ago, maybe 4, and then never really kind of did anything with it. And then this past year, we decided to actually get serious on YouTube, so we started the channel that I'm on now. Another boat just came out. So now we're one of 2 boats out here. We just went through the deep part where it's like 17, 18 feet deep. Coming up on the weed line right over here. Probably another couple minutes till I have to start moving the boat so we can keep it moving. I am feeling a couple of drops of rain too, which is not ideal. Make sure you hit that like button. Spread it around the YouTube universe. Welcome in, guys, if you're new. We're crappie fishing at Lake Miccosukee. It's a weird overcast day. No, Stuart, I haven't got it yet. She said she was getting ready to send it just recently. No rush, I guess, whenever it shows up. My trolling rod is getting some light tapping every once in a while. I think it just rubbed on the bottom. It did the old slow. So that must have been weeds. there was something in there. I think it was like a fish gripper scale or something that I was kind of interested. I've always wanted one of those things, especially if I ever can catch a catfish. I'll want to use that. I know you can just stick your hand in the catfish's mouth and lift it like that, but the fish gripper would be cool. Yeah, Dylan's getting pretty good actually. We've been getting into crappie fishing, trying the catfish, but we just cannot seem to get on the catfish. I don't know what the deal is. We're not going to give up though. I know our setup is more like surf casting equipment for when we go to the beach. We're using like big surf rods and big game rods. They should work. We also have no real great idea of where to fish. Yeah, trout fishing, that was awesome, dude. Can't do trout fishing here. I wish we could, but they don't like hot water. We are planning on going up north, probably in a couple months, for like a long weekend or something. We've got this camp boat build that we're working on right now, converting the old boat into a camper. So we're gonna go up to like South Carolina or somewhere, find a campground, camp in the boat, fish on the boat, maybe explore some rivers. Should be some trout up there. I see guys catching trout there, but they don't come this far south. So the next best eating fish that we have here really is the crappie. I got about 20 yards till I hit this weed line. So I think I'm gonna start moving the boat a little. Yeah, Pigeon River. I think it's like right in between South Carolina and Georgia. So that should be pretty awesome. We got to get on this boat project, Dylan. I was going to work on it this weekend, but it just rained solid. This is actually the third rescheduling of this live stream because of the weather. After I posted it, upcoming event, someone was waiting and they kept waiting and waiting, I guess. No, we can't catch trout in Florida, dude. We looked it up, remember? If we can catch trout in Florida, we need to start doing it. Ooh, I think a crappie just came up right over here. Right near the weed line. I just took a perfect cast right over it. And nothing. I'm not looking at the trolling rod the whole time, so it could go down and I won't even know it for a second. I thought it went through South Carolina to Georgia. If you guys know where Pigeon River runs, let us know. I feel like we looked it up. There was some awesome campgrounds we wanted to check out, and we were going to go fish the river. But I felt like all the research we did pretty much said you can't catch trout like south of a certain point. Make sure you hit that like button, Dylan. Spread it around the YouTube universe. Do it. Do it. Hit the button. You guys didn't see one of our last videos. I don't even remember if it was the exact last video we posted. But I told everybody where I got the do it, just hit the button from. And it was Lucas. Lucas gave me that idea. And I just kept doing it ever since. Pigeon River starts in Florida and flows north. That's a weird river, dude. I'm not sure if you're looking at it right. Does it end in Florida? Thought it was in South Carolina to Georgia. Does it go all the way through Georgia into Florida? Or was the one we were looking at? What's up, Random J? Welcome in. It starts off in Florida, so it's a north flowing river. Interesting. We're out here crappie fishing, dude. Trying to catch some crappie. Weather's sort of cooperating right now, temporarily. Doing good. How about you? I see you've been popping up once in a while. Try to watch them when I can. We're still at it. Still fishing, camping, cooking, watching deer, all the fun stuff. We just had a deer corn experiment video come out. We just put out a bunch of deer corn. And videoed the deer, trying to get more of them to come to the property just for fun. Makes for cool videos. Waiting for this trolling rod I got over here to go off while I'm casting. So I got 2 baits in the water, doubling my chances, hopefully. Starting to get pretty dark right now. I'm getting a little worried that we might have another storm coming in. If it does, I'll probably end up just calling it. I don't feel like getting stuck out here in a storm. Coming up on the spot where me and Dylan have caught a bunch of crappie. Last year, not this year yet. Yeah, I used to see your channel, like all your videos and stuff popping up on my thing every day, but I haven't seen it that much lately. I don't know if YouTube just switched me off or what, but I have caught a few of them. I know people have told me that about my channel. They used to see it all the time, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. I don't know if YouTube like decides, we're not going to show this guy these people's channel anymore, or what. It is what it is, I guess. Yep, I'm feeling some rain. Please don't rain. I don't know if you saw the absolute travesty this morning of what they did to Florida State football by bumping up a team with a loss, aka the rigged system setting up Alabama to get into the playoffs over FSU, who was undefeated. But it took me a little while this morning, or a little earlier, to kind of wrap my head around that system. But even after that awesome win last night, we did not make the playoffs. Beat the 14th ranked team with our third string quarterback, with our defense who could beat any team in the league, including the top four now. Yeah, they really do. Yes. Oh, you got married. I think I missed that. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. I remember when I got married. It's been a few years now. Ooh, that might have been a bass or a crappie that just hit about 10 feet from where I casted. We're about to get within casting distance of it. You're down in South Florida, right? Random J. Like, is it? Are you down in Miami? Probably not an FSU fan, but you know how it is. If Alabama's somewhere on the list, they got to make sure Alabama's in there. Oh, I just had some taps. Come on, hit it. Hit it. Come on, fish. Oh, man. Couple taps. Let's try this spot again. So I got nervous when I got out here and saw no trucks in the parking lot, because last week was no horsepower engines over 10 horsepower. Vero Beach, okay. I lived down in South Florida for a while in Coral Springs. Moved up here to go to FSU and made it home. And now I'm definitely a Seminoles fan. There's a lot of activity on the surface right here. I think we might have found a spot. I'm not using my fish finder or anything right now, just kind of trolling around. Can you guys hear these ducks? These little coots? Wood ducks, whatever they are. They're making all kinds of noise today. Right there. Cute little ducks. Get off of me. Come on, Crappie, where you at? Trying to warm up my live stream skills a little bit here. We haven't really done a whole lot of live streaming, but I want to get into it more. I think I'm going to end up getting StreamYard, like the paid version of it. so I can have panels of guests on. We can do like fun fishing videos where there's a bunch of us out trying to catch the same kind of fish. I think it'll be awesome for crappie, bass. I know tons of catfishing guys. Gino, what's up, man? Haven't heard from you in forever, dude. You still down in South Florida too? Oh, I got one. I got one. Oh, it was a bass. It was a bass. Not a huge bass. Yeah, we're almost about to hit the 1,000. The bass just took that guy. That's funny. Using a crappie jig and the bass hits it. The one day I'm not fishing for bass. He slow hit it too. Like just picked it up and kind of just swam real slow with it. I saw the line going to the side. Had plenty of time to set the hook. What are you up to, Gino? Doing any fishing lately? Playing some golf? Port St. Lucie. Nice. It's a pretty sweet area. I just hit Tallahassee and said, that's it, I'm staying. Yeah, I see you posting stuff about cheerleading a lot. That's cool. The Juicy Lucy. Man, I'm surprised I just jumped that bass on this tiny little jig. That's interesting. Oh, man. We were just talking about it, Gino. It's an absolute travesty, dude. How are they going to put a one-loss team over an undefeated team who just beat the 14th ranked team with their third string quarterback and a defense that would destroy anybody? Yes, absolute BS. I can't think of a better word than travesty or tragedy, or I don't know what to call it, but terrible. Terrible series of events and totally not fair. Yeah. The eight team playoff system. Owls are hooting. Can't believe nothing's hit this other rod yet. Nice. I haven't been to Daytona in forever. I think last time I was in Daytona was like 05 or something like that. I'm trying, Dylan. Yeah, did they decide officially to do the 8-team playoff next season? I know they were talking about it, and I can't remember now. I don't follow all the politics of all that stuff. I just watch the football. Bob, what's up? Trying to get some crappie, man. I just jumped a bass with the crappie jig. Yeah, that was a crazy game. Totally crazy game. I was just very intent on the FSU Louisville game, which, I mean, with a third string quarterback, winning the game was a feat in itself. But the way our defense played, absolutely lights out defense against a great team. We should have got in. Oh. But I'm fishing, so I can't get too mad, right? Out here fishing. Oh man. Something's feeding on the surface right in front of me. Let me cast over here. Sometimes the crappie come up after school's a bait fish. And if you can cast like at that moment, they'll think your jig is a bait fish and go after it. Right through the middle of it and no bites. This lake also has a lot of sort of random fish in it, like alligator gar, bowfin, mudfish, bass and crappie. Random. I guess it's kind of the usual fish you would find in a lake like this, but when you're trying to fish for crappie, something big just came up. Yeah, I need minnows. I was gonna actually throw out the trap, but then with this weather, I don't know if I'm gonna actually have enough time to catch any and use them. So I'm using these little minnow jigs. Usually gets the job done. Nice. Catch them up. No muskie around here. You do have chain pickerel. I've caught chain pickerel in this lake before. We actually did a catch and cook in the spring with a pickerel out of this lake. Becca caught it. It actually was not bad tasting. They say that they're not good eating. It's really just because they're full of bones, but the actual meat itself isn't bad. We did a 3 species. Yeah, they are fun and they fight hard and jump a lot. It's pretty cool fish to catch. And really not bad to eat if you work around the bones. The 3 fish that we did in that video was a big old bluegill, a crappie, and a pickerel. And we fried them to compare the taste and see which one was the best. And obviously the crappie won. But the pickerel was number 2. To me, the bluegill was not that great. Mayan cichlids, only down in South Florida. We don't have them up here. We like watching them. Dylan loves watching like Catch 'em All and bass fishing productions and those guys. And they're always catching Mayans down there. We just don't have any here. Yeah, pickerel is better than bluegill. The actual taste of the meat and maybe the texture too. But they don't stand up to crappie. Crappie is delicious. I'd put crappie up there like close to a rainbow trout as far as how good tasting they are. Man, there is so much activity over here on the surface. Oh, I just cast it right into the middle of it. Come on. I actually have not tried a bowfin yet. Don't know. Yeah, it's real calm today. It's a nice day, Gino. Actually, the boys are at their grandparents' house, so I decided to come out by myself, which rarely ever happens. So just hanging out on the boat, just me and the lake, and there's actually not another boat anywhere that I can see. So it is pretty peaceful, relaxing. As long as I don't think about FSU football. Is it disgusting? Yeah, the rare moments, Gino. The rare moments. You forget what quiet is. But yeah, we were talking about going up north to catch trout. And I cannot wait to do that. We'll cook some trout over the fire. What's up? I'm always down for hearing something crazy. Come on, fish. Yeah, 22 years ago. I remember. She was a toddler, a baby, a tiny baby. It goes fast. Dylan's 11. Lucas is 6. Goes quick. That's Gino's daughter. Still nothing on the trolling rod, guys. I'm actually surprised. I got the blue and silver minnow on that rod. This is actually a new color, this color. This color that I'm trying. I know, it makes you feel old, dude. I haven't tried this color before. Don't they start telling you what to do long before that? Come on, crappie, where you at? There's just a very, very light sprinkle of rain. The worst is when you have an argument with your kid and then you realize that they might be right about what you're arguing about. It's like, hold on a second. What am I saying, right quick? What am I saying? There's a really cool little duck right on the side of the boat over here. Right where I'm at, we have caught a bunch of crappie. I know they're here. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Spread it around the YouTube universe. I'm like, should I grasp at straws or just be like, all right, whatever, man? I hear a gas engine over by the boat ramp, like a generator or something. Wonder what that would be. Like 2 months ago, we were at a different lake, which is only about like 30 minutes from here. And while I was out fishing, someone broke into my truck at the boat ramp, smashed out the passenger side window. Didn't steal anything because I really didn't have anything in there to steal. It's just the truck that I used to tow my boat. Yeah, back in my day. I don't know. I never throw out the back in my day stuff too much. I know it's a solid argument. I want to pretend like I'm still young. It's fun though fishing with the boys because it's still pretty new to them and they're still figuring out how to do it. So it makes you feel young again. There's like a big dark patch passing over us right now. And then it looks like it gets lighter again on the other side of it. So hopefully, if this doesn't soak us, and I don't see any rain, then we should be good. The ducks keep splashing around. Whoops, that was crazy. The ducks keep splashing around and making me think bass are jumping. Thought I had one a few minutes ago, but it was a bass. Nice. 9 subs. Our channel hit 960, Dylan, yesterday. After the short that I posted, we got to 960. And then, as usual, a couple of them dropped off. I think we're sitting at 958 or something. A little bit more until we hit the 1,000 milestone. Yeah, ridiculous. I mean, I can't even justify it, like, if I'm not being biased towards FSU, I still can't. They kept saying it last night, like they knew it was going to happen too. No, no Power Five uh, undefeated team has ever been excluded before. They kept saying that like over and over during the game. I'm like, are they trying to tell us something? And then of course, there it is. And it's always Alabama, who I hate because of Saban, because I am still a Dolphins fan, and I still hate what Saban did when he was in Miami for the Dolphins. Bailed on the team, ruined everything for like 5 years. Kind of like what Jimbo did at FSU. But Jimbo got canned a couple weeks ago. I saw that. Come on, don't rain, don't rain. Nice. Dolphins are up. I'm missing the game for fishing. That's always like my big decision. Am I going to watch football or am I going to go fishing? I choose fishing more. Bama is definitely overrated. And they got a terrible coach. But everybody loves him. The GOAT, the GOAT. But he's not. He couldn't hack it when he tried to be a coach in the NFL. Like hearing the good score there in the Dolphins game. Because even though my Knowles got robbed, looks like the Dolphins are going far this year. They just have to do their thing. Not get a slow start. Keep Tua healthy. And just keep doing it. Oh, there's an awesome opening ahead in the weeds, which usually is not there. Yes. Dolphins colors. Texas, Michigan. Probably go Michigan. Oh, there's fish jumping. Come on. Fish hit my lure. The game that I always hated going to the most, well, not hated, but kind of the roughest game of the season usually was when you went to watch the Dolphins play the Jets at home. And the whole game, it's just obnoxiously Jets, 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 Jets. Jets, 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 Jets. And you're like, stop, please. We're not in your stadium. Super annoying, guys. I mean, I guess if they're at home, they probably like that. Yeah, guys, subscribe to Dylan's channel. He needs more subscribers. This is crazy because it looks so fishy right now. Looks like it would be the perfect moment to catch fish. There's just a light little sprinkle. I'm not even getting wet from it. It's just like just enough to touch you and you feel that it's wet for a second and then it stops and then it goes away. Yeah, so this opening down here, the water goes from like 10, 12 feet down to like 6 or 7. And then usually right there, there's a like a wall of weeds that you can't really get through. See you later, man. We'll be in touch. I'll definitely check out the next one I see from you. You have a great day. Go Fins. Fins up. Still nothing on the trolling rod. Oh, that was a bite. I feel like might have been a bite or some weeds. Well, I think it was weeds. And I don't want to drift into this one. Just hoping this rain doesn't kick in. Become a real rainstorm. That would not be ideal. I don't think I'm going to go through this cut, even though I could. I've just never fished over there and I don't know if there's fish. I definitely know there's fish in this area and back the way we just came from. So I'm going to keep doing this. We're probably in about 14 feet of water right now. Like some other lakes, like Lake Talquin, it's really specific, the depth of water that you want to go to. Like the crappie will just be swimming in schools at certain depths. So you want to be in like 14 feet exactly, or between 12 and 14 feet. In this lake, it doesn't seem like that's the case. They kind of move around a lot. I know we usually catch them. See you later, dude. I'll see you tonight. We're making homemade pizza. It's going to be awesome. I was going to try to make crappie pizza, but mommy said no. We do have pineapples, though. We can put some on yours. I know you like pineapple pizza. I can deal with the pineapple pizza, but I don't think I'd order it specifically. But if it's there, I'll eat it. But Dylan loves pineapple pizza. I don't know if I should change color. I might change colors here. Something doesn't seem quite right. Unless all this rain we've had the last 2 days is kind of slowing them down a bit. What's up? Nothing yet. I jumped a bass on a crappie jig a little while ago, but that's the only action we've had. See you later, Dylan. See you for pizza tonight. No fish just yet. We got a very light rain. The lake is nice and calm. Everything looks perfect to catch fish. It's not getting any luck yet. I thought that bass was a crappie. It was probably like a little 1.5 pounder. Nice. In my fantasy football league last year, I had, yeah, they should be chewing. I had Tyreek Hill. And then this year, obviously, he was super highly ranked. I didn't get him. And I wish I had him this year. I'm also getting slapped around like a toddler in my fantasy league this year. Oh, getting some bites on the other rod. Oh. Oh man, I missed it. Let me try to cast back over that spot. I've had like 3 decent years in a row. I finished like 3rd place in my league. Like 3 years in a row. And then this year I'm just in like 8th or 9th place now. But I had Justin Jefferson. He got injured. I got Mahomes as my quarterback. He's not really lighting it up like he has before. It's just kind of one of those years, I think. It's all right. Can't win them all. Yeah, the bad thing about trolling and casting is something hits the trolling rod, you got to be like on point. I'm using these little baits here, little minnow jigs, 1/8 ounce jig head, black, with a silver, blue, and white minnow jig. It's pretty trusty bait, actually. Caught quite a few on this exact bait. Right now, I am just using my Samsung S22 Plus. I don't have a like laptop system to be able to hook up my GoPros or anything out here while we're at the lake, so I just run it off the cellular service. Oh, there was a bite. Come on, take it. Take it. Oh, come on. Yeah, the microphone on these phones is awesome, actually. When I shoot dual camera stuff, I'll use like my phone and the GoPro, different angles, or like a close up or something like that. I always just turn the volume off on the GoPro when I'm editing and use the audio from the phone because it's always better. You can like put one track over the other, kind of. Dylan's back. We just had a couple bites, Dylan, but I did not catch one. You put one video track over the other one, get them timed out so they're right at the same time, and you just turn the volume off on one, and then you edit the whole video like with two videos instead of one, but you're using the audio only from the one, and that's always the audio from the phone. But for Christmas this year, I am upgrading a couple things. One of them is going to be a camera. The other is going to be wireless lav microphone, so I can wear a microphone and it'll catch my voice no matter if it's windy or what, and just make the audio a lot better on our videos. I got the permission. Come on, fish. There's a bite. Come on, take it. It's like they're just investigating it. A couple tiny taps and then they're gone. Really need them to take it and hold on to it for a second so I can set the hook. The two reels today. The super old pen reel and the new proficiency reel. Two different color jigs. Giving it an effort here. I think I'm going to troll that color this time and cast the old pen with the silver bait on it. I hear a mud motor off in the distance. The rain has stopped. All right, we're in good shape here. See this weed line that runs like all the way from up there and then all the way back down here? We just trolled that whole line. And then we just turned around right back here, and now there's another weed line right on the other side. Not where I was just pointing, on the other side that you can't see right now. And we're going to run that weed line back. Dylan and I have done this before a few times and have had some luck doing it. Oh no. Yeah, I was gonna try minnows today. We got minnow trap and all that, but the weather's been so crazy lately that I didn't want to take the chance of like setting the trap and taking a bunch of time to try to catch minnows. Wow, what have I done? What have I done? Ooh. Just had something tap on the trolling rod again while I'm messing around with this thing. But it's gone. And now I've got line wrapped up around itself here, and I don't want to make it a knot. So I'm going to slowly and carefully untangle this mess. Hopefully, I do have a few other rods rigged up just in case it's not easily salvageable. how this happened. Crazy. I got a different tripod recently, which the phone is on. The old tripod, when you hit the pedal for the trolling motor, it would vibrate so much you could hear it, clearly hear the trolling motor through like the hull of the boat. Can you guys hear that? It's got more insulated feet on it, so I was hoping that you wouldn't be able to hear that. Well, guys, I think this ain't happening. Oh, might have got it, might have got it, might have got it. Yes, I got it. Woohoo! Untangled. And we sat still for so long, I think I'm going to recast the trolling rod. Make sure there isn't a bunch of weeds on it. Nope. Not too bad looking there. A little bit on the head, I'll get that off. Oh yeah, that's a good spot. All right, come on. Proficiency, let's catch some. I think by putting it over on this side, I'll be able to cast and watch the rod at the same time. I may have actually missed some fish on the trolling rod because I wasn't looking at it. Yeah, those Reese's s'mores were awesome. Dylan, he loved the Reese's s'mores. We are definitely making that again, for sure. If you guys didn't see it, what he's talking about, we made s'mores while we were camping last weekend. What we did was put, instead of just a regular chocolate bar, whoa, that was a bird. Instead of a regular chocolate bar between the graham cracker and the marshmallow, we put a Reese's peanut butter cup. Melted a Reese's peanut butter cup in there, and it was incredible. Definitely worth trying, guys. What is going on with this reel? Not having the best of luck here, guys. The old pen reel is like getting hung up on me. Yeah, so good. There goes that boat with the mud motor. shooting up a big tail behind him. Yeah, it's an old Penn reel. Becca, my wife, her grandfather gave us this reel. I don't know exactly how old it is, but it's one of the really old ones where the spool doesn't move up and down. It's the actual reel, I mean the bail that goes up and down with it. Or, sorry, vice versa. It's kind of cool. And I cleaned it real good and oiled it and lubed it, and it works perfect. So I figured turn it into a crappie fishing machine. I know, right? Come on, crappie. We're fishing in the perfect spot for them. We've just had like 7.5 inches of rain in the last 2 days. Weather's been weird. It got real cold for a couple days and then real hot for a couple days. And then it rained real hard for a couple days. So it's just been kind of a battle with the fishing right now. But it should start cooling off more permanently here. This is kind of like the Florida fake winter right now. Your backyard is flooded? Yeah. We have this little retention pond behind our house, and it was filled up all the way to the top. Which I don't know if I've ever even seen that. See you later, buddy. Homemade pizza tonight. Yeah, the pond is like 2 feet deep of water. Have fun, dude. I just can't believe, even with that weather, that we can't get one crappie. See you later. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming in. I wonder if I'm maybe trolling just a bit too fast. Yeah, I might change up to like a maybe a little spinner or something. I always catch fish on these, so I'm like reluctant to change. And I've had a couple taps on the trolling rod with them. Might keep the one on the trolling rod and switch the one on the casting rod. Something is happening with the trolling rod right now. It might just be rubbing on some weeds at the bottom. Yeah, just weeds. Alright, I'm gonna give this cast one try. I got these little beetle spins, like tiny spinner baits. You can try one of those. Although when they are biting, these do better than the beetle spins, but maybe they just feel like they want something flashing. All right, let me grab something. this has weight on it. It's got to have weeds. Yep. Weeds. So that was dragging around in the weeds. Crappie probably don't want to eat something that's got a bunch of weeds on it. But we're going to switch baits here. The only problem is the wind is blowing us back the way we just came. So I got to do this quick. I'll be right back. Let me grab this lure. All right, so these little things are like emergency, if we need them, kind of a bait. See if they'll hit that. Yeah, it's worth a shot. Nothing's working. Try something different. Put a little improved clinch knot on here. Nice. What's the score now? Sounds like Miami's tearing them up. I'm always down for a good Miami butt whooping. Like that Denver game. That was epic. 38-7. Woo! Fins up. All right, first cast with the spinner. Oh, this thing is really light. It doesn't cast very far. Kind of curious to see how it trolls. Huh. It actually trolls really good. It's maintaining its maintaining its depth. So I'm gonna keep trolling the pen rod, and we'll keep casting this rod. Yeah, it casts like 10 yards shorter than the jig. They should see that flashing though and go crazy over it. Oh, there's a hit. There's a hit. On the trolling rod. Come on, take it. Take it. Why are they not taking it? They're just tap, 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 and then they're gone. Crazy fishing today. Yeah, it's torture. They're just torturing me today. It's all right. I wonder if a topwater bass lure would work right now. If I don't catch any crappie here in the next few minutes, I might start throwing a topwater frog in the pads over here. Got my dollar bill on the end of the line. Gotta be quicker than that. Man, those mud motors are loud. That guy's like a half a mile away. Maybe more. Probably not quite as loud as an airboat, but close. The old dynamite trick, dude. You know, it's funny. We were gonna make a video one time about lighting off a flare, like an emergency signaling flare, out on our property. So I didn't really think anything of it. We recorded the video. It was really cool. And then I looked up the law regarding lighting off flares, and it is like totally illegal to light off a flare in any situation other than a real emergency. So I ended up not posting the video. Fun times. All right, we're coming up on another really good spot here where I have caught crappie before. Gino, man, it is good to see you, brother. I always think about what was that place we used to go that had the Golden Tee golf game? What was that place called? Every time I see Golden Tee, I think about that. Haven't played Golden Tee in many years. RJ Gators, that's the place. Yes. I wonder if that place is still there. Yeah, it's an awesome game. I see people playing it, and I'm like, man, I wish I could play it. Used to be all serious about it. We had our Golden Tee cards and everything. That was pretty sweet. My chat is not working properly. I'm having to manually move the chat up. I don't have a whole lot of service here. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Come on, Crappie, hit it. Just trying to like reel it just fast enough for the blade to spin. Give it a little tug here and there. That usually does it. I think it's just one of those days the fish aren't eating. It's Lake Miccosukee. It's like in between Tallahassee and Monticello. It's a pretty big lake, actually. About half of it is pretty inaccessible. I mean, I know there's ways to get down there, but I can only get this boat about halfway down the lake because it gets real shallow for a little while. And I don't want to hit stuff with my boat. For one, I don't want to damage it. But two, it seems like down there you could probably get yourself stuck. Hey, Jerry, what's up, dude? It is not working out for the crappie right now. It actually seems like it should be a good day for it. Yeah, the lake's so shallow down there. Oh, getting a bite. Was that a bite? Something just happened with the trolling rod. And I was too slow. All right. Keep it going. Yeah, Jerry, we've been out here for, I don't know, an hour and a half now. I jumped one bass. A bass hit the crappie jig, but I thought it was a crappie, so I didn't set the hook right. But no crappie yet. We are in a good spot that I know of has crappie because I've caught many here. Last season we did a bunch. No crew today, dude. It is me solo on the boat. It's a rare occasion. Every once in a while, just coming out fishing alone. It's quiet and peaceful. I feel like it's good for the soul. Even if you don't catch any fish. Of course, it's better for the soul if you catch fish. Come on, Crappie, where you at? Can you guys hear all the ducks? All the little peeping, squawking and peeping. Yeah, definitely better than at the office. My office is kind of like my truck. I only actually spend like 2 hours a day behind a computer, and the rest of the day I'm driving around from job to job. So it's not too bad as far as like sitting in front of a computer all day. But who wouldn't rather be fishing? Oh man, something just jumped right behind the boat. Yeah, the little ducks are peeping like crazy. I think they're called coots. I'm not sure because I'm not a duck hunter, but I'm always researching stuff like that. And I think these little guys are called coots. And there's like 3 days a year where there's a coot season here. So I guess you can hunt them a little bit. I don't think they would have a whole lot of meat on them. They're only like, I don't know, their body's like as big as your hand. But there's tons of them. I can see just from here, like maybe 100 of them. See you later, Gino. Thanks for coming in, man. Let's stay in touch, dude. Do you have videos on your channel? I'll come check it out. Yeah, bro. Good seeing you. Wish me luck. The editing is the time consuming part. But yeah, bro, I'll talk to you soon. Something's gotta hit. Fishing all these weed lines all along the edges of them. It's probably about 12 to 13 feet deep right here. I don't know, I haven't even turned on the depth finder, fish finder right now. Huh. But it seems like it should be the spot. I think I'm going to try just trolling right across the middle of the lake through the deepest part of the water and see what happens. Let me get set up here for trolling again. Who else we got in here? Yeah, I think it might have, Jerry, because this is usually the depth I catch them at. And they're not biting. So I'm going to cast out the other side here. Put it in the rod holder. All right, we're in deeper water now. I kind of got us aimed going straight across the lake here. It's about 20 feet deep in this area, and then there's a little hump where it comes up to like 5 feet. I'm going to let this one go back a little bit further. Okay, that should be good. I'm kind of intermittently hitting the pedal for the trolling motor to keep us going, but not too fast. The baits are so light, if you go like at speed 2 with the trolling motor, they almost come up to the surface. I want to keep them down a little bit, so I'm going real slow. We just switched it to speed 1 on the trolling motor. It is turning out to be pretty nice now. I think what I saw was 7.5 inches of rain in 2 days we just had. I had to pull in when I was putting the boat in at the boat ramp. I had to pull so far into the lake because the water's high that my muffler was actually bubbling. My exhaust pipe was bubbling under the water. I'm surprised there's nobody else out here. Something going on at the boat ramp. A fire truck. There's a fire truck coming down the boat ramp. Come on, Crappie, hit it. What's up, guys? You just came in, hit that like button for us. Got a little while longer to go. See if we can't spread this around the YouTube universe. Appreciate you coming in. We're doing a little crappie fishing at Lake Miccosukee. It's a cloudy, kind of wettish day. Generally what you would think of as really good fishing weather. What is going on over there? My truck is the only one at the boat ramp, so it's making me nervous that the fire engine just pulled up and is now stopped where my truck is. Oh, I think they might be doing some sort of a training. I can hear a guy teaching another guy how to do it. I guess how to drive the truck. Dylan's back. What's up, dude? What time are you guys coming home, do you know? Now? Okay. We'll see you in a little bit, buddy. Hey, someone else is putting their boat in. We're not going to be the only people at the lake anymore. This is crazy. Oh, it's another mud motor. These guys love these surface drive motors around here. I get it. There's a lot of really shallow water. In the summertime, the lakes are almost completely overridden with weeds. So the mud motors are nice. Long tail motor. I still like my steering wheel setup. I need a snack. Brought a granola bar and a meat stick. Trolling these two different baits. I've got one like Bobby Garland minnow. All right, buddy. Yeah, the fish whistle is what we need. I've got one with the Bobby Garland minnow with an 1/8 ounce jig on it. And then I got one that's like a beetle spin jig, but it's a hair jig instead of the little beetle spin rubber part. We got a hair jig on there, and I think that is also an 1/8 ounce head, but it's got the spinner bait on it. So we're really trying two pretty different things here. Trying to mix it up a little bit, but I think all this rain that we've had has definitely got it going slow. Lonesome Not-Eye, dude. Yes. I don't think I've ever seen you in our lives before. Thanks for coming in. You're a gator. Oh no. We've already had a big discussion today about some college football situations that I'm sure you've noticed, including the garbage decision to put FSU in 5th place. There's no way Alabama should be in there over FSU. That's all I'm saying. The Ducks. Yeah, undefeated, best defense. Just beat number 14 with our 3rd string quarterback. We're going to have number 2 back. It's just insane. I don't get the logic behind it. Kind of felt like something like that was going to happen. When Travis went down, it was like, oh no, there goes the season. Although, finished it out strong. Apparently not quite strong enough. Not as strong as Alabama, who lost the game, did. I don't get it. Nice. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this, guys. No bites in 2 hours. Just trolled through the deep parts. Been working the weed lines. There's nothing happening. I'm going to grab my snack. All right, dude, we'll see you in a little bit. Some tiny little meat stick. Might have had something playing with it. No. Before we get all up in the motor, let me move this. The wind is going to blow us back across the deep spot, part of the lake. So I'm going to cast this side. Control coming back the other way. All right, I'm calling it, guys. It's been an hour and 58 minutes. We're gonna hit 2 hours here and I'll call it. So 2 minutes left. Yeah, Dylan. Not getting any bites, dude. And I think you're the only person watching. All right, see you later, Jerry. Have a good one, man. Couple more minutes. Another minute. Some guys coming in a little canoe over here. I think Stuart's having a live stream with a panel. I might head over there, Dylan. Go to Stuart the Fish Whisperer and go on his live stream, and I'll join that one for a few more minutes. If anyone's still watching this when it's not live anymore, go ahead and hit that like button for us. Leave comments. Something just tapped my rod. Or not. Dylan, what are you watching me for? Random J, thanks for coming back. I'm thinking about calling it quits here soon. Dylan wants me to keep fishing. It's been over 2 hours now with no bites other than that one bass. Is it super entertaining? Watching me not catch anything? There goes that fire truck. Whoa. That little boat made a lot of wake. All right, we'll keep it going for a few more. All right, guys, it's time. Time for a crappie, please. I got one of these on, Dylan. They're not biting the soft plastic jig, minnow jigs today. I still have one on the other rod. We're just kind of slow trolling that. I'm going to keep casting this one around. Maybe we'll get lucky. A lot of people come out for crappie and they bring a live scope and they just kind of move around the lake until they see the schools of fish. We're not doing that. So we got to hope we just come across the schools of fish. I was thinking about bringing our dog Sushi out on the boat today. We lost our other dog last week. Old age got him. So we've got Sushi getting a little extra attention this week. I almost brought him out here, but then I was thinking about the time in between the truck and the boat. would have been really challenging just by myself. And Sushi likes to run and smell stuff and get on game trails and things like that. I think he would like it. I'm just worried about if he sees these ducks or something. Is he going to jump off the boat and try to get them? I don't know. Maybe when you come and I can have you holding him on the leash while I'm loading and unloading the boat and stuff, we could try to bring him out here. That could have been your fault, Dylan. You know Sushi likes to pull. You got to be ready. Be ready for the tug. Thanks for coming in, guys. Been out here for 2 hours and 8 minutes and have not had one bite other than a bass that took my crappie jig, jumped, and spit it. The crappie are just not biting right now. What apartment? Our old apartment? Nice. All right. I'm going to call it. We got nothing going on, guys. So if you're watching this after it's live, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us, watching. Dylan's almost home. Dylan, I'm going to go over to Stuart's live. I'll be on there. Just go to Stuart the Fish Whisperer and click on the live stream that he's doing right now. And then I'll be on that one. So thanks again, guys. We'll see you in the next one.